Hi everyone, my name is Ashish. I'm a junior doctor working in the UK. In this video series, we will talk about Ethereum and we will learn a programming language called Solidity that is used to write code on the Ethereum blockchain. If you're someone new to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel so that this channel can grow and its content can reach people who need it the most. I am a self-learned developer in Solidity, so we'll learn from scratch. I will teach you Ethereum, then we will learn to create real-world web applications that are decentralized and that run on the Ethereum blockchain through this video playlist. So let's start. Let's talk about what Ethereum is first. Ethereum is a network of computers that each run a software called the Ethereum client on it. These computers are also called nodes, and each of these computers has the full copy of the Ethereum blockchain on it. A blockchain is essentially a record of all the transactions that happen on the network, and the Ethereum blockchain can be used to run a currency on top of it that is called Ether. It stores data and it can deploy code, or we can write code to run on the Ethereum blockchain through the use of smart contracts, and we will use a computer programming language called Solidity to do this. When we compare Ethereum to Bitcoin, it has some similarities. As with Bitcoin, Ethereum is also a peer-to-peer network that connects its participants. It also works on proof of work. If you're someone who is new to proof of work, then please consider watching my previous video where I talked about Bitcoin and blockchains, and you will be able to understand what proof of work is. And Ethereum also runs on the same consensus mechanism that is called proof of work. It also uses cryptographic techniques such as digital signatures and hashes, and I've talked about hashes in my previous video, so please consider watching that. And it also runs a digital currency on top of it that is called Ether. Now, as compared to Bitcoin, it has major differences as well. It is not primarily a digital currency payment network like Bitcoin. You can use Ether, but Ether is primarily used to pay for use of the Ethereum platform as a computer that can run some code on top of it. It is a general purpose programmable blockchain, unlike Bitcoin, which has a very limited scope in terms of writing code on top of it. And Ethereum can function as a distributed general purpose computer. If you are someone who again does not understand what distributed means, I would recommend you to watch my previous video on blockchains and Bitcoin. In order to interact with this Ethereum network, you can either use a cryptocurrency wallet such as MetaMask, which is a very popular cryptocurrency wallet because it has a Chrome extension as well. But if you're someone who wants to write code on top of Ethereum and who wants to interact with this Ethereum blockchain as a developer, you have a very good library that is called Web3 Js, and this is a JavaScript library, and most of the web developers write code in JavaScript. So this is an amazing library if you want to write code in JavaScript and you want to interact with the Ethereum blockchain or the Ethereum network. When you create an account on MetaMask, you get three things. The first one is your address. This is very similar to email addresses that you can share with other people if you want to send or receive some kind of cryptocurrency, usually Ether. The second one is a public key that is like password, but it can be shared with other people. And the third one is private key that is like password, and you should never share it with anyone, because if someone has access to your private keys, then they can take over your account and they can withdraw all the funds. So always keep your private keys private. Let's talk about the use of public keys and private keys. So if there is Alice who wants to send this message that is hello Bob to Bob, what she will do, she will use her private key to sign on top of this message, and then she will send this signed message to Bob. Now, Bob, when he receives this signed message, he can use Alice's public key to verify whether this message has come from Alice or not. So this is an amazing way in which people can verify who has signed a particular transaction or message, and they can know the source of it for sure. Now, what are smart contracts? Smart contracts are accounts that store data, that can have a balance of Ether in them, and they have all the code that guides how this contract will work. And smart contracts are written in a programming language that is called Solidity. In easy words, you can write smart contracts that are just pieces of code that can be deployed on this Ethereum blockchain, and then you can interact with these codes or smart contracts through a web application that will be decentralized. That is, it won't be controlled by anyone. Even the people who wrote the code for the blockchain or Ethereum blockchain, even they can't stop the Ethereum blockchain because it's decentralized. Unless you stop all the computers that are running the Ethereum blockchain on them or the Ethereum client on them, you can never stop the Ethereum blockchain. Now, how can you write a smart contract? So you write a smart contract through a language called Solidity. Now, in order for the blockchain or the Ethereum virtual computer that is running on top of the Ethereum blockchain, you need a compiler that can translate your Solidity code into a machine understandable code. And this is the Solidity Compiler. And when you pass your Solidity code to this compiler, it converts your code into bytecode that is actually stored on the network and run on the Ethereum virtual machine or computer. And this is the code that is understood by the Ethereum computer. And it also converts your code to an application binary interface. And this is just an interface that can interact with the other web applications. So if you write a web application and if you want to interact with the Ethereum network, then you can write your code in JavaScript, and then you can talk to this code that is on the Ethereum blockchain through this ABI or application binary interface. So the bytecode is deployed on the Ethereum network blockchain, and the ABI is used to interact with web applications. So that is a brief introduction of what Ethereum and Solidity is, and in the next videos of the series we will talk about how you can write your own smart contracts and how you can create web applications that run on top of the Ethereum blockchain. Thanks a lot for watching. I will see you soon.